And 25 and a quarter, half it is 75 and one, half it is 125, it is 75 and two, quarter, half it is 75 and sold. Hello, everyone. I am Chris, the Wild Bohr, and welcome to the Wild Bohr Show. State licensed auctioneer, real estate broker. I can sell your house and everything inside. I can sell your car. I can sell your castle. I can do it all without a hassle. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an exciting run and an exciting ride, and today's no different. I am in one of the most beautiful places in North Pinellas County. I am at the Chichi Rodriguez Youth Foundation Golf Course and headquarters with my good friend here, and I'm going to introduce him properly in just a minute. But I want to say thank you also to my guests yesterday, Major and Anthony from Tampa Bay Brewing Company. The day before that, we had Sergeant Major David McKinley drop by, and today I got this special guy. And then this Monday coming up, we will be at Empower Adventures with Jessica Wright from the tippy top of the platform. Now, the gentleman, yeah, all the way up, guys. I'm going to be in a harness and a helmet. It's going to be a good time. We're going to have Trent Warnock, our executive producer, be up there with us. Hopefully, the wind is not going to. Oh yeah, he's not there that day. We got to fill in, right? You got to fill in that day. All right, whatever. All right. So we're gonna have a great time. Listen, I like to do this. I like to read the bios. We get in there. This is like the uncomfortable. You know that the time of year when it's your birthday and they sing Happy Birthday, and there's that that uncomfortable part.
Moment.
Yeah, so
That's right here.
here we go. There he comes, buddy.
Let's do it, Chris.
But it's a little bit longer than that, though. All right, this gentleman was born and raised in Derby, England. He studied English, law, and business at Southeast Derbyshire College. He moved to Pinellas County in 2003 and started his career in the United States by volunteering at the Clearwater Marine Aquarium and the Chichi Rodriguez Youth Foundation. By the way, that's when I met him, 2003. In the summer of 2004, the Chichi Rodriguez Youth Foundation hired James to help run the first tee of Clearwater's junior golf summer camp program. He has held multiple positions within the organization and became the CEO January 1st, 2020. The Chichi Rodriguez Youth Foundation's mission is to educate students in a public-private partnership and improve their academic performance, self-esteem, and character using the golf course as a living classroom. The target group for the foundation's activities are children ranging in ages from 7 to 17, currently serving more than 2,000 children. Up to 108 of those are students that attend the Chichi Academy, a privately supported public school, which means we're going to ask you for money. In partnership with the Pinellas County School Board for students who have been identified as at risk of dropping out of school. Underperforming student candidates are typically identified and referred to the academy by Pinellas County School District guidance counselors. Students mostly live north of the Almerton Road in Largo to Tarpon Springs. James oversees the management and operations of the golf club, the driving range, academy, and first tee Clearwater programming. James is also responsible for providing strategic leadership for the Chichi Rodriguez Youth Foundation by working with the board of directors and the program services team to establish long-range goals, strategies, plans, and policies. Beer break. You're important, dude. He's engaged in many community activities in the Tampa Bay region. He loves to promote events and other great local nonprofits. Since 2014, James has served on the board for the Safety Harbor Chamber of Commerce. In 2016, he joined as a member of Copperhead Charities, helping to promote the Valspar Championship. Since 2018, he has been on the sales committee for the Gasparilla Bowl, which sold out Raymond James Stadium in December of 2021. In July of 2019, was asked to join the Upper Tampa Bay Chamber of Commerce and served on the board for 5 years. In his free time, James loves to play golf, attend local sporting events, and spend time with his wife, Jenny, daughter, Lila, and son, Luke. And they are active for sure. Grateful for an amazing group of family and friends, James makes sure to make a difference in our community by building relationships every day. Ladies and gentlemen, if he's not your friend, he will be soon. He certainly is mine. I've known him for 20 plus years, and I am so glad to have him. Hit that applause button. We got James Poulter in the house.
Thank you, Chris. Thanks, brother. That was a long bio there.
It's almost like you wrote it yourself.
Yeah, kind of.
I love these things. That's okay.
That's funny.
There's nothing wrong with that at all. So the canvas is yours, and I'll ask you a couple of questions to get going because this is like an octopus. There's so many cool tentacles that you have out here. But I am one of those weird kids, and I've told you this over the years. I grew up on the first fairway of par 3, the 9-hole executive golf course. And while most kids had pictures of like football players and baseball players, I actually had a photograph of Chichi Rodriguez on my wall because he was just a real kicking, great guy, had a great career, etc. And at the time, he had what I know of as the only youth set of golf clubs that were available with the plaid bag. You've probably seen them, right, over the years. Anyway, so with all of that, I see how you ended up here, but you're literally a guy went from picking a range all the way to the top of the heap here, buddy. Talk to me.
Yeah, man. No, I mean it's been a great ride, obviously, and thanks for picking the coldest day of the year so far in Florida to come out here and be here today.
We
So,
really do have winter in Florida, I swear. Guys, it's like
yeah,
55 below zero
it's a
or
beautiful
whatever.
day. Beautiful day to be outside and not on a roof, which apparently
I wanted to do that.
you wanted to be on a roof.
Sure.
Okay, next time.
Promise?
We'll see.
I will hold you to that. I'm not afraid of the roof.
But yeah, no. So actually, tomorrow will be my 22nd anniversary of being in the States.
God bless you.
Yeah, so,
Welcome.
Thank you. It's obviously
They haven't
been
kicked
an
you out.
amazing ride. I'm still here. But yeah, moved over with 4 suitcases, no plan, and started again. So,
All right. Legally.
legally,
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
married an American girl, so and no need to come after.
marry me, stay in the country. I love it. I love it.
But yeah, so started volunteering with Chi Chi's actually in our after school program, helping the kids with the homework at the time. And it was good because I got free golf
Sure.
and got out of the mother-in-law's house while we were staying with them. So
I'm
stayed
not judging
busy.
you.
Yeah, and worked my way up from there. So summer camp, pro shop, spent 10 years as the COO for the foundation and been running the foundation now since January 1st, 2020. So right before COVID.
So where is Chi Chi from originally, and how did he end up in North Pinellas County?
That's a great
How did
question.
that happen?
Yeah, so Chi obviously, he actually would have just turned 90. So he was
so.
born in Puerto Rico, so he passed away August of 2024. But great man, obviously, was actually in town playing in what is now the Valspar Championship.
Sure.
Well, 45 years ago, it was the J.C. Penney Classic, and it was held at Bardmore down
Yep.
in Largo. And he met 2 guys. He met Bob James, who was the founder of Raymond James Financial, and Bill Hayes, who was a local educator and actually worked at Raymond James as well. And they started the foundation with $1,000 with the goal of helping kids after school. It's morphed into what it is today with some great partners with the Pinellas County School System and the City of Clearwater. And we operate, public golf course and a driving range, and all the proceeds come back to help support the kids. So
Very
great,
cool.
Great mission, great program.
That old Bob James and that Raymond James thing's kind of catching on. He's doing
Yeah,
okay.
they're doing all right. Yeah, so I report to a board of directors that is 22 strong in Pinellas County, Tampa Bay region, and I report to Tom James, who is Bob's son, and Tom took on the foundation board chair role a few years ago, and he's a good guy to have in our corner.
Yeah,
for
not
sure.
bad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you've had some amazing ride. And then just off topic a little bit, but still on because you're the topic. The Clearwater Marine Science Center. So when you got there, that was before the dolphins and all that other crazy
100%,
like
yeah. I mean, it was a water sewer plant.
scoop and poop.
Yeah, that was really what it was. It was a working animal hospital, and now it is what it is today. Obviously, they rescued Winter, and Winter was there for a long time and changed the landscape there. And so I'm still friends with some of the people over there and love to go there. It's still a great mission.
Okay. So did you meet Morgan Freeman?
I didn't meet Morgan Freeman. I did go to the premiere down at Ruth Eckerd and different stuff like that. So it was pretty
Come on, fish, swim.
Yeah.
Swim, fish.
Yeah.
Yes. How about that? All right, so back to golf. And golf, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? This is one of the most boring sports in the world. It truly is. It is an absolute exciting way to spend a day. Trust me when I tell you that. You watch it on TV, it's difficult unless you really, really enjoy the game. Okay. So I'm saying that because I met you when I was running Paradise Golf with the Outback Sports guys. In fact, when you talk about the J.C. Penney Classic, I don't know if you realize this, but it was Jim Tipp's dad
Okay.
who was one of the founders of that because he was a regional, I don't want to sell him short, but a regional or a VP or Eastern VP or something with J.C. Penney, and obviously a big golf fan and whatever else. But anyway, we fast forward to that. Paradise Golf was a reciprocal golf membership program that had about 50 different clubs with pre-negotiated rates that allowed people access to all of these clubs for the price of admission that would be well below what a private country club would be. And that's how I met you. And I met you when you first got the saddle here. I mean, you were running the club and you beat me up about your rate.
Yeah,
and
I
all
was
that
pretty
other good
raw
stuff.
then, and I was pretty mean.
Yeah, no,
definitely
it's all right.
softened up a little bit.
We got through that. It's all good. But this is an exciting way to get out with your kids and to teach them so many things. Like, I mean, literally, you have 4 hours on a golf course. And I always say the reason people don't play the game, other than it is a little bit frustrating, is the dime of the time. Right? It's
Sure.
one or the other. It's not the cheapest sport in the world, but you
Yeah.
guys make it accessible.
Yep.
And what are some of the things that the kids, as I kind of lay that out for you, can learn on the golf course and then integrate that into school and how you bring it from out here on the fairway to in there on in the classroom?
Definitely, it's a great question. Golf is a great sport, really. Anybody can play it, all different levels, any ages. You can set the tee boxes up, you can do handicapping. There's many different ways to do it. But what we do with our first tee programming specifically is teach people life skills too. And it's not just the kids. We've got some great coaches, some great volunteers. We teach 9 core values while you're playing the game. So we can talk about honesty, integrity, respect, sportsmanship, perseverance. They're all key core values that you can apply on the golf course and in life too. So, you can tell a lot about somebody on the golf course when you meet them for the first time.
Sure.
It's a great way to interview somebody, go out and play golf with them, see if they're honest, they count all their shots, or they're respectful, and they show good sportsmanship.
Sure.
So, it's really character building. And so, the kids in the academy, they're here because of their academics, but we do introduce them to the game. And if they want to continue it, they can come out and play for free as long as they're in school.
Okay.
And, it's just a great program, but it's also open to the community. So, North Pinellas County, we operate over at our driving range multiple nights a week, after school programming, summer camp programming. And then, we've got the trophy over here, the
Yeah,
Chi Chi
buddy.
Cup. The kids participate and play in that once they get through our player development program, where they're able to come out on the course and play 9 holes and play for the cup. So there's a lot of fun things that we're doing. It's not just about the game, but it's also about making good people too.
I love it. I can remember being taught etiquette. Not that it's stuck, but I can remember being taught etiquette as a kid,
Right.
and it was interesting. Just simple things that in life have carried on, and being polite on a golf course, knowing who's up. Right. We play a lot of ready golf these days, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, simple things like that, all the way into not necessarily cheering against your opponent, but cheering them on, and being just a good, I don't know, a good person overall. It's a neat
Sure.
game from that standpoint. Um, I'm trying to figure out, because as I've talked to you over the years, when it comes to the students, these aren't behavioral challenges that they're having. They're having scholastic challenges,
Yep.
if I understand it. And you're kind of pivoting the way that they're learning by saying, all right, not everybody can sit in the classroom. Not everybody can sit in a chair and sit still and behave.
Yeah.
And so tell me about how those kids are.
Yeah. I mean, they're identified in school that they're going to fail high school, right?
Okay.
So they come to us.
And fail why?
Grades,
Okay.
performance grades, just not engaged, not doing the work, not testing well, not attending school is a big thing. I was never the smartest kid in school, but I went to school.
Sure.
I'd like to go and hang out with my friends, but also learn a little bit along the way.
Yep.
And so they're identified that they're going to be failing. So our program right now is 5th through 8th grade. So
Okay.
one class of elementary and then middle school. Middle school is a tough age.
Sure.
Teenagers nowadays, there's a lot of pressure. Social media is really tough on the kids, and there's been a lot of anxiety post COVID. Honestly, like
Oh
a lot
yeah.
of stress like
Sure.
going on with those COVID kids. If you think about it, 5 years ago when we were locked down, they weren't really learning. It's crazy, schooling from home and all that kind of stuff. So,
Sure.
kind of still dealing with that a little bit, but we're helping them get back on track, and we do that with the unique programming that we have with the smaller class sizes, smaller school in general, right? So we've got about 100 kids right now in our middle school, elementary and middle school. If you think about it, traditional middle school in Pinellas County is, 500 kids. You can
Sure.
get lost in the system, so you can't here. So we have the highest attendance rate in Pinellas County for our alternative education program. We're at 94% attendance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I say, if you're not here, you can't learn.
I
So,
get it.
yeah.
And how much of their day or their week is actually on the golf course? Is it a little bit every
So they
day?
get PE time, they'll get golf experience, and then once a week, what we do is what we call our shadow program.
Okay.
So all our department heads, some of the staff members, that work with the students, kind of one-on-one. We'll get 1 or 2 students, and we'll show them what we do on a daily basis once a week. So they'll get to work in the pro shop, they'll get to go in our accounting department, they'll get to go with our superintendent, they'll get to go with somebody in a car barn. They'll learn how to change a grip on a golf club, little things like
Sure.
that. So they'll learn how to change a tire. They'll learn what it takes to grow grass.
I usually change the grip on my ball retriever every season because I wear it out.
And
Yeah. Spend a lot of time in
Yeah.
hazards.
yeah,
It's a hazardous life.
it's
I
a
live.
hazardous life.
Tell me,
Yeah.
do you have any of the kids that have gone and stuck with golf and brought it into a collegiate career
We
and
have,
beyond?
yeah. We've had some kids go through the program and go to college with golf. We've had kids go to the program and go to college for lacrosse, and we've supported them with
Interesting.
scholarships and different things that go on. So it's not just once you leave here. As long as we stay in contact, we're going to support you through too. So,
That's awesome.
again, just kind of making good people.
Awesome. And so I'm going to talk about this here in just a second, the first tee and clubs for kids and stuff. But
Yeah,
oh yeah, and your award. We'll talk about that for a second too.
yeah.
But what is the reach beyond North Pinellas County? I mean, I know you have this. I know you have the range across the street.
Yeah.
But seriously, there's got to be a bigger scope than just this because the impact is huge.
Yeah, I mean, obviously through the First Tee program, there's chapters all over the country, right? In fact, all over the world. So there's actually 3 chapters in the Tampa Bay region. There's one in Tampa at the YMCA's and Rogers Park and Rocky Point, and then there's one down in St. Pete,
Okay.
Twin Brooks, and we're all partners with that.
So
We're all helping
let
kids.
me pause you right there. What is the first tee? Tell us in a nutshell what the first tee
Sure.
program
So
is.
First Tee is under the umbrella of the PGA Tour. It is a junior golf program for kids to teach golf and also to teach life skills. And they offer different levels of programming, all the way up through college to support, and then different experiences. Like some of the kids that stick with First Tee and continue through the programming get to go play Pebble Beach at
That's
the
a
First Tee
yeah. There
Open.
you go.
So there's some real goals that can be set for them to go out and have some real life-changing experiences.
And it's the access to the sport because I said
Yeah.
before, like, listen, why is soccer so popular?
Yeah.
Why is basketball so popular? Because you don't need much,
Yeah.
right? You need a
Yeah.
ball and an area to do it.
Sure.
And basketball, same thing. You don't need much room. You need a
Sure.
basketball and a hoop.
Basketball is #1 sport in America. Yeah,
This
for sure.
sport takes
Isn't.
time
Takes time, takes
and
money.
dime.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And but when they do that, here's the other thing. Let me tell you something. So I started playing golf when I was 5 years old. All right, I was 5 years old, and I quit when I was 12. Right, and I quit because I thought it wasn't cool.
Okay.
And I didn't take it back up again until I got into college. Now, during that time, I wrestled. I played ball, soccer, a little bit of football.
Yeah.
Lifted a lot of weights. Can I tell you, my professional career, I have never gone to a potential employer, employee, vendor, customer, and said, "Hey, you want to slip on a singlet and go 6 minutes?" Never, never, ever, ever, ever.
That's funny.
But boy, I wish I had my golf game that I had
Right.
that I just began to build, and it is a game for life. I was able to pick it back up, and I can
Yeah.
still get around, and I play enough that I play well enough that it's not super frustrating. I never I would never buy a putter before I had a chance to throw it. I would make sure it's got good loft, that kind of thing. But I still love the game, and when I have the opportunity, I get out there and I get an opportunity to play. And of course, as an auctioneer, as a benefit auctioneer, I'm involved in a lot of golf tournaments
Sure.
and some of the other opportunities that are out there, fundraising for nonprofits, et cetera. Golf tournaments are a great way to raise money
Yep.
for
Yeah.
your nonprofit, and they can do that out here, right?
Yeah, for sure. Just to go back to your point about not playing golf, so it's interesting. You'll like this. Our director of golf, Al, he has a statement where he says you got to get through the fumes.
Okay.
Okay, car fumes and perfumes.
Okay.
Right, so that means that you kind of start playing golf and then you might kind of leave it alone for a little bit and then get back into it.
Sure.
So it made me think of you when I said car fumes and perfumes.
Yes.
You got to get through the fumes.
This moment of silence is brought to you by everything inappropriate that's going through my brain right now.
Okay.
It's still going.
That's a long time. For you.
It takes a minute. Yeah. Okay. Stop. Let's get back to it. All right, man.
So
Switch
yes,
gears.
golf tournaments.
Yeah, there we go.
So golf
Stuck in the
tournaments.
fumes. Not the car fumes.
We do 3 major events a year.
Okay.
2 golf tournaments. One is coming up in a couple weeks.
All right.
We host it here. It's a 2-day golf tournament that is really supported by a local community. It's a fun event. It's called the Chi Chi Charity Classic. It's been going for 45 years. We sell out every year, and people have a good time and raise some money for the foundation. And it's just a great experience. A lot of hard work goes into it. We work on it year round, but it generates quite a bit of money for us to get to our budget to where we need to be.
And if you have a nonprofit that wants to come out and rent the course,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
Or
and we host tournaments for other people.
Right.
You're actually wearing a shirt right now. They're from the Capona dugout, the Art Capona Classic, in partnership with Clearwater for Youth. So we host that tournament for them every year, and that was just happened a couple weekends ago. People had a great time, and we'll probably do 5 or 6 different golf tournaments at least a year for other charities.
Okay.
So it's a win-win because we don't nickel and dime them. We don't do any corkage fees or charge for food and beverage or
Okay.
anything like that. You just rent the course, come out, have a good time, raise some money.
People are always always looking for something outside the box and just a new
Yeah,
way to raise funds. And of course, I make my living. This is kind of my shoulder season. Then we go into the peak season as far as benefits are concerned. Most every weekend, I'm helping out a nonprofit on a
yeah,
stage, doing some auctioning and that kind of thing. And they often ask me about the opportunities to raise money and other ways to do it. And coming in, I think people are intimidated, but they come in, they sit down with you. You're going to take them from A to Z,
yep,
right?
yep. I actually had that conversation last night with somebody, a
Tell
very
me.
successful business person in Tampa. With Source One Solutions, they have a great program, and they want to do a fundraiser for their military program and autistic kids. And he's like, "Can you help?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, it's not a problem."
Sure.
Just kind of set people on the right path.
Come on out and see.
Yep.
And how do they do that? Is it chichirodriguez.com?
Chichi.org is our website. Yeah,
Chichi.org.
chichi.org.
All right. Do you think we can put that on the screen on the video maybe at some
Yeah,
point?
and even put my email
You
up
do
there.
anything?
If anybody has any questions,
Perfect.
james@chichi.org is my email. That's a good way to get a hold of
All
me.
right. And then what is this?
So, Clubs for Kids is a program that we have set up at multiple different locations throughout the county. Everybody has clubs that they don't use anymore, right? So anybody has clubs in their garage that their significant other might be saying, "Hey, it's time to give it up.
Sure.
Time to donate." So we'll take them. We'll use them for the kids. If we can't use them for the kids, we'll honestly resell them and keep the money for the foundation. So it's a great program. And so you don't have to, you can bring the clubs here, drop them off at either pro shop, but you can also drop them off at some other locations that we've got set up.
That's a great idea.
We've got them at Golf Galaxy on Gulf to Bay. We've got them at Edwin Watts on 19. Different golf courses throughout the area have barrels for us too. And we'll send somebody around to go pick them up and take care of it.
So if I'm out of line here, tell me. But I'm thinking that anybody that might be watching this that has a child and you'd like to turn them on to the sport of golf, don't let money be the barrier, right? Come
No,
on
don't
by
let
and say
money
hello.
bury it. Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've
We'll
got
get you hooked up with clubs.
we
and-
get free clubs at the driving range. With our first tee programming, we have a lot of scholarships. If anybody is familiar with license plate tag funding,
Sure.
Florida has a license plate called Golf Capital of the World.
Yes.
From the Florida Junior Golf Council. That money goes into a pot. We apply for dollars from that helps fund our scholarships. So we help offset costs of golf.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I think that is a big barrier. Hold on, let me get my other side.
Bailey's
Yeah,
Bailey's taking pictures of us right now. Hi,
I
Bailey.
just-
How are you?
All those ladies, how you doing over there? This is good. Wow, I didn't know you had so many beautiful ladies working here. This is
Bailey, can you
gorgeous.
stop hitting the reverse button
Yeah,
on the
man,
carts
hold
when
on
you're
there,
parking
yeah.
them up? Because I can hear it on the.
Oh my gosh, I don't know why, but I just thought about that. You talk about the different clubs and the clubs that you don't use. Recently, I was asking, it was on a play golf, and I said, "Hey, what's the distance?" I was trying to figure out what club to use. And they goes, "Grab your 100-yard club." I said,
Okay.
"That's every club in my bag."
Can be any club,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, sure, absolutely. But listen, this is an opportunity, and he's inviting you out. Come out to Chi-Chi. Come out here and talk to them. If you don't want to bring your kid out yet and you're not feeling comfortable with it, but you want to turn them on to the game of golf, come on out here, and they will get you hooked up. All right. So you have clubs that you can use. There's nothing other than the time that should prevent you from coming out and experiencing golf. All right. Keeping going, because I'm sure we're going to get the 5-minute clue here in just a minute or two. Okay. What is this, my friend? You got another one.
Yeah, I got another one. Last night was an award ceremony over at the Motor Enclave on the other side of Tampa, which is a pretty awesome
Can you say that in English?
Motor Enclave.
Oh, the Motor Enclave, he said. Okay,
Yeah.
the Motor Enclave.
So racetrack, private garages, like really high-end stuff. So it was
I've
pretty
seen
cool
it.
to go out there. But the Titan 100 it was an award that I received this year for the first time. It's a top 100 award for top CEO and C-suite executives in the Tampa Bay region.
Look at you.
Yeah, I made that list.
The funny thing is, there's only 95 of them, but they gave you.
Yeah, they gave. Yeah,
I'm
they
teasing
were
you.
looking for somebody.
He's
to
a good egg.
fill the
He's-
spot.
He's a good egg.
So yeah, no. So that was last night. It was a great event. One of my friends, Mike Sutton, actually is the CEO
Sure.
of Habitat, is the board chair for that this year, and it's just a great group of people. It's really good networking. You can kind of bounce some ideas and different things off, some challenges off of these people in the room, and it helps you elevate and take you to the next level.
Love it. And I love it. You know, it's interesting as you're watching the Wild Boar show. Just a reminder, I'm a licensed auctioneer, real estate broker, sell your house and everything inside. One of the things that you're going to see along the way is not only are we going to be interesting, informative, and entertaining, but you'll see a theme. And the recurring theme is the people that are sitting next to me on this show are giving back to the community. And we're community centric. It's what we do. I feel like you have a very pleasant obligation, and I mean that.
Sure.
There's always the invitation to give back, but there's this pleasant obligation. I feel like, you know, you have so many hours in the day, somehow, some way, you try to give it back. You have two children.
Hmm.
You coach,
Yep.
right? So not only are
Yep.
you doing this and helping kids all day long, you go home, and of course,
Yep.
you're a great dad, and you have two beautiful kids, and
Yep.
you're stretched between what, volleyball and soccer and baseball. What do you got going on?
Flag football, volleyball, baseball. Very patient wife. But yeah, there's a lot going on. But yeah, I enjoy it. I think we're fortunate enough to be in a position where we can do it
Yep.
and make it organic and make those relationships real. Because when those relationships happen, if you need something, you're going to pick up the phone and answer the phone.
Sure.
Right? So it works both ways.
Stay involved. Stay involved with
Yeah.
your kids. There's always an opportunity to stay involved. We've talked about the time, talent, and treasure, right?
Yep.
So we talked about the dime or the time. You know, maybe you don't have the dime. Maybe you feel like you don't even have the time. You do have the time. And sometimes one of the hardest things to do with your children or just with your family is to turn them over and let somebody else do it. An example, you're a coach, I'm a coach. I laugh because I'm 57 years old and I coach baseball. And the coaches that I coach with are, well, anyway, I'm old enough to be their dads.
Yeah.
And then I look at the folks that are in the bleachers, same thing. And I am running around with my 9.5-year-old on the field. But my point in telling you that is they get a sense of community. And at this age, not every time, not every single practice, not every single game can mom and dad be there. They've got work, they've got this, they got that. But they drop them off with people that are community centric, like minded, and they have an opportunity to learn and to grow and to get some of those professional things that are going to stick with them for the rest of their life, right? Whether it's manners and professional etiquette and that kind of thing. And I know you share that with me.
Yep.
You mentioned flag football. Are you doing that with Metzger?
Yeah, I'm doing that with Metzger.
All right.
So Luke, my son, and his son Miles actually have the same birthday.
I knew that. Yeah, that's very
so
cool.
it's kind of crazy, but they share the same birthday.
So he's another guy who's community centric, and
Yeah.
I've known Brian for a long, long time. Brian Metzger and Alex Smith is one of his partners. Alex is a former Tampa Bay Buccaneer, and he's agreed to hop on. We might do that from the studio if I can figure out somewhere. You know what? We'll do it from a football field. We'll do it somewhere really, really cool. You're going to learn all about it. Trent said no. From the goalposts. We'll sit on the goalposts.
Raymond James in the scoreboard area. Or
Now
somewhere
you're
like
making
that,
sense.
Right?
Yeah.
Just
We'll
get
have
high.
them on, guys. We'll have them on. Yep. And if you want to apply to be on the Wild Boar Show, you can do that. Just go to the website. Tell me why it is that you'd like to be on, and we'll let you know. The schedule is pretty full coming up. What do you have going on right now? You have the tournament coming up, but you just said it's sold out. So
Yep.
you got something else going on for you talk about maybe the day-to-day operations here and if they want to come out and play golf.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that
we're
kinda-
getting ready for season. We're getting ready to sell our Champions Club card. It goes on sale tomorrow.
What is that?
It's basically a loyalty program.
Okay.
So
Can you say that in English?
Loyalty.
Loyalty. Okay.
Loyalty.
Yeah.
Sorry. Subtitles will be coming on the bottom, right? You're gonna put subtitles. So basically, it's a one-time purchase of a card, similar to a Paradise card, which is still going, by the way.
I understand,
And they are
yeah.
doing great work.
Yeah.
Great partners. So it gives you discounts every time that you play.
Sure.
So
Oh,
it saves
Paradise
you
Golf is great.
10,
It-
15
yeah.
bucks around. And again, we make it affordable. So kind of post-COVID, golf has definitely had an uptick and it's gotten pricey. But our goal is to put out a good product, a good experience, and keep it affordable. So we've got a great team. Course is in great shape, so we're ready for season there. Yeah.
So if somebody wants to bring their child out to play golf, well, you said we have clubs for you, we have balls, we have everything you basically need. One of the challenges that you have is the pace of play. So if
Sure.
I'm bringing a youngster out that has never played before, are you friendly in that sense? And what do you tell
100%.
people?
Yeah.
Because they're intimidated by that. I mean, I know when Christopher was younger, I would think about, I'd hate to get stuck in front of a foursome or get whatever.
Yeah.
Talk about that for just a second.
Yeah, I mean, I think from an experience standpoint, we've done things a little differently than we've done traditionally in the past. We've spaced our 10-minute times out to 10 minutes of tee time now.
Okay.
So we're not throwing a ton of people on the golf course all the time. And, we've got a junior golf program called Youth on Course where kids can play for $5.
Wow.
I think it's like after.
Do they have to wash cars or anything when they're done?
No, it's
or-
walking.
Look at
So
that.
it's also healthy too. So
How
you
about
get
that?
out and walk. But yeah, basically keep up with the group in front of you.
Okay.
That's the goal.
All right, and let them play through if you're just.
And then if you are struggling, let them play through. And this time of year, it'll ease off in the afternoons because you're not going to necessarily get the full round in. But with the
Yeah,
daylight and stuff, daylight savings is this weekend.
it sure is. I love it and
So
hate it.
love it and hate it.
I
Yeah,
do.
you'll be asleep by 7 o'clock. No,
That's
you won't.
crazy.
You'll be
Nah, I don't sleep much. Does that surprise you? I don't
no.
sleep much. All right. It surprise you? No? Okay. All right, listen, friends. I want you to come out to Chi Chi's. I want you to come out. I want you to play golf. All your excuses can go away. There's no excuse. If you've never played the game before, come on out here. This is a great, great place to do that. All right. If you have a child, you want to turn them on to the game, and you're worried because you don't have clubs, you don't have money, whatever it is, just show up here. It's okay. They're very, very friendly people. This is a friendly guy, and I'm glad he's here. I'm telling you. I know you laugh, but you're laughing with me. Hopefully not at me. At the end of the day, folks, this is it. This is the opportunity in Pinellas County. It's, if you will, it is the flagship starting point for an opportunity to experience golf and the great game of golf. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chris. I am the Wild Boar. It is about that time to wrap it all up. Please join us next week. By the way, take a look at the podcast that we have up on YouTube on the Wild Boar Show and like them and at least hit view. Even if you don't sit through the whole thing, that's fine. Just hit the views, hit the likes, help us out. Because I want to say thank you to all of our guests, especially the one sitting right next to me today. And next week, we will be at Empower Adventures. This is on Monday. If you want to come by and watch the shoot, it'll be at 9:30 in the morning. Come on by. I'm sure there'll be a lot of media. I'm sure tons
Yeah.
of press out there.
You gotta
So
wear a harness.
I am. And a
Okay,
helmet.
and a helmet.
And a helmet. Yes, I have
Well,
to wear
you
a
obviously have to wear helmets quite a lot, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I take my mouthpiece out for this
Yeah.
show, but yes, I wear a lot of helmets. Yes, I do. James Poulter, I love you,
Chris,
buddy.
thanks for
Thank you
having us on
so
the show,
much
man.
for
I really
being
appreciate
here.
it. Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
sir, for
Appreciate
sure.
it.
On behalf, yeah, what happened there? On behalf of our executive producer, Trent Warnock, I'm Chris the Wild Boar. Thanks a lot for stopping by. We'll see you real soon. We're out.